You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Giuliana and Bill After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Giuliana and Bill After Show.
Yay! Hey everyone, it's Giselle Ugarte here with AfterBuzz TV. Remember that Bing is for doing, and we're very happy to be back. We took a week off last week.
Yeah.
I missed you guys.
I know. Say hello to my lovely co-host over here.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Tara Johnson. So happy to be back. I did miss you ladies. It was really strange not being with you last Wednesday. So happy to be here. And to my left.
Hi, I'm Sarah Huggins, and yes, I missed you guys, and I missed Giuliana and Bill
I know.
a lot.
I know.
Didn't know
Well,
what
and for
to
me,
do.
it's been 2 weeks because the Halloween episode, I took
Yes.
a little tumble.
Yep.
I hurt my ankle. I'm still wearing flats, but it's good to be back, and we're one step closer to meeting Baby Duke.
Yes.
Yay!
A little different because we have my baby Duke.
Right,
Not
true.
in real life, but you know what I mean. So let's talk about this. There are some big baby moves. It's kind of been a progressional thing. You know, we talk about a lot of the same things each week, but it's really interesting to see the house coming together, the baby's nursery coming together with the decor and all of that, and seeing Delphine get bigger and bigger and all the wonderfulness. So let's start off with the big baby moves, such as the nursery. Lonnie is just incredible. What do you think of some of the designs that she pulled for Baby Duke's future bedroom? Well, one of the many that he'll have.
She is tricking that nursery out. I mean, the sculpture she found and the colors. I was like, I'm no baby, but I'll stay there. It was absolutely amazing. I think she's a genius. I think she's great.
And I love how the name is really important to her because she's using the initials and is like really incorporating that into the whole thing, which is really cool. I liked that.
Well, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about the name; it's about the monogrammed house,
right? Obviously,
and the pillows and all of that stuff. I think that baby is going to be one sophisticated child. You know, you look at it, and it looks like a hotel room.
Oh.
And, you know, that's another thing. You know, Giuliana and Lonnie go shopping. And, of course, they go to Macy's. And, of course, Giuliana plugs the hotel collection at Macy's.
But I will say that was a smooth plug, though. I appreciate that. It wasn't just this blatant thing. It was like, because you can only get that at Macy's. I like that. That's skill, Giuliana. That's skill.
Yeah. It was
smart lady.
It was very cool. I wanted to go to the mall, like, as soon as I watched it. I was like, I need new sheets, you know?
Well, one thing that's interesting is that we've been talking a little bit about this, of whether they're actually going to finish on time. Because, let's be honest, Bill is so involved. He's so hands-on. He's bringing in, you know, everybody from Chicago, from LA, to make sure that this thing is on time. But we've kind of been wondering, okay, is it really going to be on time?
Right.
Turns
no
out,
house remodel is ever on time.
Ever. No matter how big, no matter how small,
Nothing.
no matter who's involved.
Right.
Sure enough, Bill meets with the developer, and
It's
they're
a no.
delayed.
It ain't going to happen.
It's a So
he
Giuliana,
didn't want it to be a no.
No.
Bill was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
no, it's not a no. Like, it has to be done.
well, and they're having to tighten up the list of all the things that they have to do.
Right.
Their gas problems, the phone line's missing.
It's a
the
long list
electrical
of things.
stuff. And then on top of that, they still have a lot of shopping to do. And Giuliana, you can totally see the disappointment on her face
Yeah.
when she finds out that she's not going to have to help another move.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. But this time, she says, but you can't give me a hard time, Bill, because you're not involved either. So I think this was two pluses for this move. She isn't involved, and she doesn't have to hear him say, you didn't help again.
Right.
Win-win.
Poor Sarah. She just has all of the moves
Lonnie.
constantly. Yeah, both of them.
True.
Yeah. It's like it's all in their hands. That's a lot of pressure.
No, I know. I was going to say it's hard enough to move for yourself, but to move not just one, but an entire family's worth of things. Because Giuliana made it sound like that house has enough guest rooms to have a lot of people going in and out, the Pandies and the Rancics. So, tall order.
Yeah.
I had the feeling they're each going to have a Rancic credit card in hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make sure that everything's getting there on time. And let's go back to the names a little bit because, you know, that is a central theme. Lonnie's constantly going, okay, I need to know the initials. I need to know the initials. I need to know the name for the pillows, the towels, etc. What do we think of some of the names that are going around? I wrote some of them down.
Rush Rancic, even though they said that sounded like a porn star.
Name?
I liked it. Rush.
Did you? RR? You like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, depending on what the middle name is, it wouldn't.
I guess I could break it up a little bit.
Right?
Rush.
That's true.
Rush Limbaugh.
I mean, when you put it that way, no. It's a no for me. But yeah, I thought it was cute at first. I mean, I like what they settled on more, but.
There's also Julian.
I like Julian. No JR for you?
No,
okay.
I like
Julian.
JR is cute.
Yeah.
But Julian, to me, it's. I just get a visual that's. No.
And then would they spell it with the G-I-U or would it be a J?
Oh, see, there you
that's
go.
A good point.
That's a completely different twist I didn't think about. I'm sure Giuliana thought about it. That's good.
Cute.
That's good.
And I loved how Bill totally called her out. You just want to name the child after yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I liked Edward,
Pretty
right?
much.
I liked that because they both have a tie there.
Edward Eduardo, and they did end up incorporating Edward into little baby Duke's name. I also loved when they brought up William. Giuliana said that she loved William, and Bill said, you know, I really want my child to develop his own path.
Oh.
And if he wants to name his son after me, his father, then I've earned it.
Wasn't that the greatest?
So
There was a couple of great ones, but that one was one of the greatest lines in this entire. Not that it's but it was like one of the best pieces of sound bite ever. I was like, oh my gosh, because I truly believe, like, he really believes that. That's like totally it. And I love when he also said to her, let's promise to raise a son who's ready to like take over the world.
Yeah.
A leader.
Oh my gosh.
He will be, no matter what.
And she's like, I want him to be just like you. And Bill goes, better.
Oh,
yeah.
Team Rancic all the way.
Oh, they're adorable.
The year of the Rancics.
Yes, the year of the Rancics. Yes.
What I think is so interesting, though, is that we heard Duke a very long time ago. This is a name that Bill has really been in love with for a long time. I think it was even before they had revealed to everyone that they were even pregnant, unless they did some reshooting, which is very possible.
True.
And we have seen little pieces of evidence of the reshooting.
Here and there.
Here and there. Ready for love. Ready for Rancic. But I think that's crazy that it was one of the first names that he brought up that he was really in love with, and that ended up being the name. But as of this episode, he says, you know what, I think it's really going to be a game day decision.
Right.
So, what do you guys think is going to happen with Lonnie and the pillows and the towels? Are they going to wait?
No.
Because technically she does have a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Because they're not going right back to the LA house.
No.
They're in Colorado and then they're going to Chicago.
True, but everything in this house is custom built, which takes, what they say before, 6 to 8 weeks possibly. So that time they have could get eaten up pretty quickly.
I think they like whispered to her, this is what we're thinking of naming
I do.
What do you think, Sarah?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like, if it takes that long, they knew. I mean, they've been talking about it for a really long time. And I do get the whole, like, once you hold him, you'll know, like, what you want the name to be. But, yeah, I feel like you know that before also.
Or at least narrow it down to one or two very strong possibilities.
But it's still the letters, though, the monograms. But
That's
I mean, with them, I feel as though that type of a price tag isn't that big of a deal if they have to rush it, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a small
things.
detail that can be
worked out,
figured out later.
Let's see what happens next week when the baby comes, and if they just, Duke.
Okay.
That's it.
This is very true. Well, another big baby move that Giuliana has to figure out is the terms of her maternity leave. True. Because unlike a lot of other pregnant moms who are having to go on maternity leave, Giuliana's, she's not having the baby.
Right.
And so I think for her, she even maybe thought, well, I don't need to be gone for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah,
Do you think so?
I think she was thinking, what am I going to do for 2 or 3 months?
I love how Jason Kennedy was like, what are you going to be doing? Like,
well, Jason,
right.
No,
I don't know if you know this or not, but
it's called taking care of a kid.
It
She's
is
gonna
a
be
child.
tired. Yeah, she's gonna be tired, even though
But-
she's not, actually having it. She's gonna have some late nights
Yeah.
and early mornings and all that
A
stuff.
few things to do.
Yeah.
But I found it interesting, like you were saying, that she actually was thinking about this and almost it seemed like she was nervous about asking
Yeah.
for. Is that what normally happens with? I mean, we don't have children,
Right.
so I'm wondering for women who are working women, and you're getting ready to talk to your boss. You have these high-profile positions. Do you really Are you really nervous about going and asking for maternity leave, which we all know is fairly normal?
Right.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess it's a little different. I would say, when is a baby bump never in style on the red carpet?
Right.
And that's also one of the jokes that they play in the movie Knocked Up, where
Yeah.
Katherine Heigl's working at E and she's trying to hide it, and then there's like, actually,
Yeah.
there was a boost in the rating because because you had this baby bump. But no, it is interesting, and what I love is the fact that she goes and talks to Beth, and Beth says, "I would expect nothing less."
Right.
You need that time with your child.
Right.
And it's crazy that Giuliana, even just a couple days or a couple weeks after they ended up having the baby, she does work the Emmys.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was great that she was like, I'm gonna come back for the Emmys, but then I won't be back officially until November because I mean that is it would have been a huge void if she wasn't there to cover that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And it's part of her contract, I'm
Yeah.
sure. And I think it's funny because I don't know about you, but I feel like I really saw the control freak Giuliana freaking out on her last day.
Oh
When
yeah.
she was having the conversation with Jason, when she was leaving the office, kind of like she kept on looking back.
Right.
Like, what am I forgetting? Where am I going?
Yeah.
Is my job still going to be here when I leave?
Well, yeah, I mean, those are valid concerns, I mean, I don't think, obviously, nothing would have ever happened, but I would be the same exact way. I'd be like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know. It's a long time. 3 months is a long time to be gone,
It is.
Yeah. I would love to hear from women who've gone through this.
Me
Like their
too, yeah.
experiences of, were you anxious? Were you nervous? Did you check in during your 3 months once the baby
Right.
arrives? Did you just completely, forget it? Like, what happens?
It's interesting the timing of this episode too, because Giuliana actually just came back
Right.
from maternity leave yesterday.
Yes.
Wait, is it
No, wait.
yesterday or Monday?
Wednesday.
It was it was
Monday.
Monday.
It was
Yeah,
Monday,
she just came
yeah.
back on Monday, which we'll talk about a little bit later in news and gossip. But yeah, so she ends up getting this adorable surprise baby shower at work. She has this stack of gifts as if she didn't already have enough, in that little
Yeah.
junk room of her house.
Yeah.
And
More
they
stuff to
say,
go through.
whatever you do, just make sure that you open up the top box. And she opens it up, and there are these blue, white, silver Dior baby
Adorable.
sneakers.
Adorable.
How much do you think those cost?
I looked it up too.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, so So I don't even know where to begin. Like a range?
Did you get the exact number?
$5,000?
I think I did, but I didn't know. Well, I mean, the number I got is nowhere near
Okay.
Yeah,
$5,000.
yeah. Well,
250? 250?
I got around that number.
Yeah,
between
around that number.
$250 and $300. I mean, granted, it was an old style,
Right,
so I
right.
couldn't find the exact style again unless it was on clearance. But the new ones, at least for the little girls, like $245, $275, $335 for shoes that are only going to fit for what?
Yeah.
I don't
A
even
month,
know. Maybe a month.
two. Maybe it'll get kicked off in the beach
That's
somewhere.
exactly what
Yeah.
could happen. They'll get kicked off, but
Yeah.
they're cute.
They are
Maybe
really
they're
cute.
decorative.
That's true.
Did you ever have that when you were younger? My
Yeah,
mom
I
like
do
had
have
a little
those.
mold of my shoe
Mhm.
made.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Me
I have
too.
those. Yeah, I still have those. So that's my advice.
Yeah, make them hold of
Yeah,
this.
hold on to those.
Yeah.
How do you think Bill reacted to these baby Dior sneakers?
I would have said, if the baby Dior sneakers can go in the nursery, then that Walter Payton autograph football goes right next to it.
Oh my gosh, I love how she was like, that's not going to match. That's not going in there. It's brown. And he's like, my son is having that in his room.
Completely ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Well, Bill kind of has a little bit of anxiety too, I think, because he has, this long list of things to worry about besides the house, besides America Now, and he even does a little voluntary / camera opportunity at the Santa Monica Fire Department.
Super cute.
How did we think Bill looked in the fire suit?
I want to see that segment. I'm not sure about you ladies, but I
Yeah.
would love to see that
Yeah,
segment.
I would love to see that. I thought that was a lot of fun.
I thought he looked fantastic.
Yeah.
He looked very
Amazing.
dapper.
He did. He
In like
did.
an appropriate, handsome way. It wasn't like oh my gosh, she looked so sexy.
No,
Right.
no.
It was just like, look
Aw,
at you.
Yeah.
You're so
Upscale,
cute.
Suited up.
Yeah, upscale firefighter. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. He looked great.
And despite everything he had going on, he still took the time to make some plans for G's birthday.
Isn't that
So
great?
cute.
Presh.
Didn't
He's
go as
so
planned.
good at but he's so good at planning those things.
I love
True.
You know, from every
Love
little
a good
detail.
planner.
And he wasn't just planning her birthday. He planned this full-on trip, and then it was followed by the baby moon honeymoon
Right.
thing.
Right.
And she went like it was so just to a T planned.
Right.
So he had her picked up at E by a limo. From there, went to an air base, and absolutely everyone on the way,
Was in
including
on it.
Sarah, was in on it. They didn't say a single thing. What did you think about the fact that he had her get into a small plane? Because that's one of her biggest fears. This is a previous episode. She went through like hypnotist therapy and
Right.
acupuncture to try to get rid of this fear of flying, and here she is in this tiny little plane.
I think he's trying to get her to the point where you just conquer your fears so we can move on to better things.
Well, and they did say they're gonna probably have to fly private once the baby arrives. So I mean, you know, like she needs to accept it, and
Tough life.
yeah,
I know.
so
I know.
sad.
I know.
But actually, that is one of my own personal fears as well.
I don't
Little
love
planes?
it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
love it either.
Little planes scare me.
Really?
Haven't you seen La Bamba?
Yeah.
It's true, but I've flown in almost
John
like
F. Kennedy Jr. Like
That's
there's lots
true.
of
I've been in
lots
crop
of stories.
dusters, and I'm just
I
like,
can't.
let's go.
I couldn't. I can't.
yeah.
I can't.
I'm good.
Maybe when the day comes. But before she does leave, she does get this offer to do Health Magazine.
Great.
And Bill's already looking at her like, okay, hold on. It was already hard enough
Like
to
when?
convince you to chill out,
Right.
do the maternity leave full out. Now you want to do a Health Magazine shoot that's going to take who knows how long. Our baby can come here any day now. Is this a sign that G's not ready? Is this the one more thing, or is this the she can't say no thing?
I think it's a part of her, like her mission. It's breast care awareness and prevention and getting that word out. And Health Magazine is such a great forum and platform to do that. I don't think she can ever put that aside. So I thought it was great. I thought at first he thought about it and paused, but then he supported her as long as they could work it out. I think it was great that she did it, even if she had to sneak it in.
Well, and I think they didn't know, you never know for sure like when they were going to get that call. So it's like if she was sitting at home at their place and nothing was happening and she could have been doing that magazine shoot, I feel like she would have just gone crazy.
Yeah.
So, obviously it went as planned, and I love how they're like, all right, well, we got to go now. I know you wanted to do another outfit, but bye.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was great is that they were able to do it in Colorado.
Absolutely.
Because originally she was thinking only LA, New York, and then she got the call from Pam saying, you know what? They're going to do it in Colorado.
I thought that was
Yeah,
great.
Which is perfect.
Perfect.
So, but before they go to Colorado, Bill starts off this little Giuliana's birthday. I call it the honey baby moon.
Yeah.
And they go to Tucson, Arizona. They go to her favorite spa. They're in robes. They're like practically naked. Bill has like the crazy
Yeah.
hair
Right,
going on.
yeah.
I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything.
But I thought the same thing.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we were all thinking the same thing. Love is in the air.
Good
It's
morning
fine.
after look.
It's fine.
Works.
Or, just hour after.
Hour after. Seconds after.
And he goes, well, you know what? We're gonna have a little treatment next door in this room next door, a rancic treatment. I'm like, oh, we're gonna go there now?
Right.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Doug from RPM pops out
Oh,
to cook
great.
Giuliana this beautiful dinner. She's thinking that the only surprise is the fact that they're there,
Right.
when in actuality, he has all these little surprises.
Yeah, I thought that was so
They're
cool.
getting ready to have this beautiful meal, and then out comes Ari and Brenda.
Yeah.
Viewers and my co-host, I had to ask this because I have been watching Giuliana and Bill since the beginning. Okay,
Right.
we know who Ari is. He's been there since forever. I did not connect the fact that he was dating Brenda until this episode.
I'm with you.
And we've seen Ari's, quote, girlfriend before, but was it always Brenda?
Yeah, I mean, I remember, I don't know exactly which episode it was, but it was last season, and I remember them talking. I feel like they were all getting their nails done, all the girls, and they were talking to Brenda about her dating life, and she was open to dating at that time, and they were set up by Giuliana and Bill.
Wow.
I want to know how long it's been going on though, because first I don't know if I just never made the connection or if
never.
it was just the fact that we never see Brenda without Lena,
Right.
so
Right.
it's like weird seeing her, I think I just maybe imagined, oh, pretty blonde, and then all of a sudden it was like double take. I was like, hold on a
Right.
second,
Wait,
isn't
yeah,
that
I
that's
did. I was
Brenda.
like, that's two Brendas on the show.
Wait.
I did.
yeah? And so, but I love it. It
Yeah,
could not have
they're
been more
adorable.
perfectly timed. They took Mom Joe to another level.
Yeah,
Let's just say that. They're eating dinner. Ari's slurring. Brenda even defends. I think he was a little drunk when he picked these gifts out. They have this like garbage bag of a gift bag.
Yeah.
They did not pick those up at the airport. I'm not quite
Definitely
sure
not.
where they got
That was well
those.
thought out,
but
you
not
know,
at the
planned.
Fuzzy handcuffs.
There was like a gag.
A
There
gag.
Was, that was
a
my
French
favorite
maid
one.
outfit.
Yeah.
True.
Which I mean, there were rose petals on the bed.
True. Now, was this gift for G or B? That was my question.
Yeah. Yeah, those are definitely gifts
those
for Bill.
gifts
I
for
mean,
Bill.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Probably gaining popularity around
That's
when this
probably
actually
true.
happened.
That's
So, I don't know. That's kind of where I draw the line. Like, I don't really. I love thinking about Giuliana and Bill in love, but I don't want to think about where those
we can stop.
Things are coming into play.
We can
yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So then they end up flying to Denver. They go to Vail, and they're officially on their baby moon. They're staying in one of the residences. And I love how Bill goes, "What's your eviction policy? Because I don't think you're going to be able to get Giuliana to
Yeah.
leave."
No,
And who would
I
want
wanted to be there. Yeah.
What did you think of this room, folks?
This house, this mini apartment, this where I would love to sneak into and never leave.
The second that they were like, "Would you like a glass of wine?" I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "Yes, yes, I would."
Fireplace, just
Yeah.
kick back and
Yeah.
I'm
relax.
home. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
The setup. Four Seasons private residences, right?
I'm sure.
Good job.
Well, because that's where they're living in Chicago,
Right.
so maybe there was some sort of a partnering
I hope so. Can I get on that?
connection with that. I know.
Yeah.
Can I get
we
on that
get,
connect?
Hey, AfterBuzz, can we get in
Yeah.
on that, please?
Yeah.
Get
We have to
someone
test
working.
that out. We can test the accommodations.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
see what it's like. Yeah.
Well, you know, one thing that we were talking about is we need to do an AfterBuzz trip to Chicago.
That's true.
Stay at the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Go to RPM.
yeah.
We need to do the entire G&B tour for
I
this
like
entire
that.
season. We hit all the places they hit.
Yep.
My bag's packed. Are you ladies ready?
Yeah, let's go tonight. I'm
Plenty?
down. Yeah.
We'll bring like a baby doll with us.
True.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll leave the baby doll at
Yeah.
home.
good.
We want to have Giuliana shots and the Giuliana
Oh,
salad.
right,
yeah,
right. Yeah, we'll be
absolutely.
pre-baby. It'll be pre-baby
Yeah,
for us.
that's true.
Yep.
Well, the fun doesn't end there, even though they are in Vail and Denver to wait for the baby because apparently Delphine's last delivery was 2 weeks early.
Right.
So there's a very high chance that she'll deliver early again.
Right.
But they keep the romance going.
Absolutely.
They have dinner at the top of this mountain.
Oh my gosh, was that not the greatest thing ever?
I
Beautiful.
loved it. They're on this little what's it called? Gondola that
Oh.
goes all the way to the top of the mountain, and Giuliana's freaking out, which I love. I love like Bill really does, want Giuliana to conquer her fears, and
Totally.
he always pushes her to the very
Yeah.
limit. And we see a lot of that. She's going up in the plane and going up in the gondolas. She's going on a horse for the first time.
Right.
Someone explained to me how that's even possible.
Not
Have you guys both been on a horse?
I have.
Only once, and I'm from Texas, so I mean, I should have been raised on horses, but I've only been on it once. They scare me. They're not, you hear so many scary stories. I can completely see it. I don't know.
I've been
They're
on
like going
once.
around in circles though. They're going like 2 seconds, like 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, I went with
Yeah.
a friend and we were going to do like a 90-minute ride. That didn't happen. My friend was
Oh.
like, no.
I just think of I
Oh.
just think of horrible things happening. Yeah, I can't.
I love how
can't
she
do them
asked. She's
with
like,
her.
"Can I get like an old balls horse?
Yeah.
This one looks a little athletic."
Yeah.
It's like it's ready to go.
She's like, "Actually, this is one of our older horses." Thanks a
All
lot.
right.
And then they go fly fishing.
Which she
Yeah.
was much better at the fly fishing.
Yeah.
Bill, I think he got injured a couple of times. Something went up in a tree, wrapped around his
Yeah.
head.
I love how
There's
Giuliana's
a
like,
storm
"Oh, I'm a pro
approaching."
at this. I did this all the
Yeah.
time. I catch minnows and
Yeah, he's like, you don't catch minnows. That was cute.
I do."
Yeah.
And actually, one thing that I loved about the dinner, they talked about the names, which we already discussed. But she goes, "I'm gonna feed you like I would my own son," and she's like,
Yeah.
with the spoon.
That was really cute.
Do you think Giuliana's gonna do well with the feeding?
I think she's going to be fantastic. I think it's
Absolutely.
all going to
By now,
kick
she's got
in.
it down.
Yeah, everything's going to kick and she's going to be wonderful. I think both of them are make great parents.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then we have another surprise. It's not really a surprise, though, but Brenda and Lina do end up coming because they're going to do hair and makeup for G's shoot.
Right. It was a surprise to Bill.
Yeah. But he knew.
He knew, but I don't think it seemed really legit when he was upset. Like, I don't think he thought that they were going to come hiking with them
Right,
and, like,
right.
be there hanging out,
Part
when
of
they're
their
supposed to be
little baby moon
enjoying
last
their couple
time
together.
together.
Right.
I think he actually held it together pretty well. I think he was really ticked.
He seemed angry.
Right?
Yeah, and it was one of the only times I've seen him legitimately mad at her.
It seemed like
kind
he
of
was
annoyed.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
No?
You didn't?
No. I mean, I could tell that he was irritated, but I think he kind of expected it because I feel as though whenever those girls are with G, that's sort of how it is. You know, it's girl time. She gets caught up in the glitz and glam and the silliness that comes with being with your girls over, you know, being lovey-dovey with your husband.
But I think he expected this time because
different?
they kept saying this is the last birthday the two of us will have without being parents. This is possibly the last dinner we'll have together without being parents. So I think he expected this time of all the times to be different.
And didn't they say they came in early too, like a little bit
Yeah.
earlier than, you know, I think he expected them, but not as, you know, as early as they came.
But it's Brenda and Lina. I mean, Lina offered to be the next surrogate.
Was that not the greatest offer? And was his answer not the most fabulous? Are you kidding? You smoke 2 packs a day.
And you're on prescription drugs.
She was like, yes, but I promise not to no longer drink. She never said. She never addressed the cigarettes and the prescription drugs. Only on planes.
I think she said Xanax. Yeah, only on planes.
Only on planes. And then she's like, but I promise I'll stop drinking. I was like, that's fantastic. What
Good
a great
for
answer.
you.
Yeah.
Great answer.
That's exactly who I want to be carrying my child. Well, it sounds like they're going to have Delphine do it, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
I would have assumed.
Sorry, Lina.
Yeah.
Lina. Wow.
Sorry.
So then they end up having dinner. They have kind of one of their last dinners together. And one thing that I want to talk about, I don't remember if it was, I believe it was actually the dinner atop of the mountain. But Bill and Giuliana talk about how much has changed in a year. That a year ago for Giuliana's birthday, she was figuring out the whole breast cancer situation.
Right.
Well, for you viewers, one thing we're discussing is Giuliana pre-Bill. We're talking like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And we dug up a copy of Giuliana's book.
I have this. I found this. I own it. I'm not going to lie. And I really would like to put some of this stuff to the test.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's called Think Like a Guy, How to Get a Guy by Thinking Like One.
And it's by Giuliana
Dipandi.
Right.
Okay. Which the photo on the back is just incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if you
classic.
can see it.
Would you mind reading some of those rules on the
Yeah.
back of that book, please?
Okay, some of my favorites. And of course she goes into, you know, she has a warning at the beginning of the book. I definitely recommend, no matter what, just getting it. Like, it's hilarious. Let's see. What were some of the ones we picked out earlier?
Never admit that you've had plastic surgery.
Never admit you've had plastic surgery.
Never admit you've slept with more than five
guys.
Oh, yep. Oh my gosh.
Don't be a
there's
finicky
so many.
eater.
There's 66.
Don't be a picky eater. That was one that I
Right.
thought
Don't
was
be a
hilarious.
finicky eater. Let's see. Don't try to break him of his bad habits.
Isn't there one? Don't be unconventional and be unconventional and spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yes.
Yeah.
As she jumped off the horse, as we just discussed.
I love this one. Hide your astrology books. Guys don't like that.
Be a good cook or fake it or something.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
good one about that.
Yes. Let's see. Items to pull out or take out of your medicine cabinet. Words never to mention on the first 3 dates. What was the one about babies and puppies? Don't act overly excited. Don't obsess over babies and puppies.
I'm good with that one.
I
think we all are.
Me too. It's just funny because the whole baby thing.
Right.
So let's see. Don't let yourself go. Be a good travel companion. I do agree with that.
And then something about football. Just accept football.
Oh, yeah. Let me find that one. Learn to accept football.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
I like this one, forget stuff, where she talks about forgetting stuff at their place. Don't talk about your weight. Don't surprise him with short hair.
Well,
She cut it a little bit. I think
Yeah.
she still has extensions.
right. But they are much shorter this season.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it on her. Gives a little more mature look.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
Well,
it's hilarious.
if you've read this book, you know, let us know what you thought about it. And if you haven't, it sounds like it's a good one.
Yeah.
She obviously found herself an
Yeah, she did.
amazing,
An amazing
man.
husband.
Amazing
Better late than
husband.
never.
Yeah.
True.
And show the cover for everyone to see.
There you go.
Think Like a Guy, How to Get a Guy by Thinking Like One.
She and Steve Harvey should collaborate.
I was going to
See
say.
if
I
they can come
know.
up with something.
But news and gossip, I guess we'll just go ahead and transition into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is. Now, she does have a new co-host on E! News.
Yeah.
And he was in Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man,
Yes,
Mr.
he was.
Terrence Jenkins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Previously known as Terrence J on BET.
Yeah, congratulations,
lot of fun.
Terrence.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Giuliana is back at E! News. She finished up her maternity leave. She showed up on Monday. She has shorter, darker hair. She pretty much ditched the spray tan. I don't know if you all noticed that,
Yeah.
but she's looking a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yep.
think it's, I think
Maybe we'll see next week if it's the same. But, first week back, it's a little...
well, you got to do a little something, a little
Yeah.
something.
Absolutely.
Like Megyn Kelly on Fox News came back with her short do after she
Yeah.
came back
Oh.
from maternity leave.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everyone's doing it. No, I loved it. I love their dynamic, though. I watched it, and I thought it was really great.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
excited for her.
he's different from Ryan, but I think
Yeah.
that's good. And then the fact that she, is coming back. So it seems like they're both just coming back brand new.
Yeah.
Great
Brand
new
new
TV.
set.
Right.
Yeah.
Emerging TV power couple. Do it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Another thing, Baby Duke has been baptized
Yeah.
as well. Little Duke, baptized. He's now 10 weeks old,
That's
which
crazy.
is crazy nuts. So then, in that case, I guess, yeah, she did take off the full
Took off
3
a full
months.
3 months.
Yeah.
because 2 weeks prior to the birth, and then now
Right.
10 weeks.
Congratulations. Good for you.
Go G,
I
go
wonder how
G.
hard that was.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then I'm not sure if we have it tonight, but if you're watching the encore of this, we do have a photo of Giuliana on the cover of Health
She
magazine.
looked great.
She looked
Yeah,
incredible.
amazing.
Right.
Just, I mean, she always does.
Yeah.
Little skinny mini G.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
looks really fantastic, though. Yeah.
Effortless, for sure.
Any other news and gossip?
Well, for everyone who watches the show, as we do, all the super fans, next week, Giuliana and Bill will be doing a live video chat before their show starts. So I think it's 7:30
Yay, yeah, we have
Pacific
to do that.
time. Check mystyle.com because I think there's a way for us all to get our questions, and I think you can email your questions to them now, and hopefully they'll address all of our questions and concerns and comments and everything
Yeah.
on
Emails and tweets.
tweets and everything next week. I can't wait.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, be great to see them.
Yes. Well, and also we're trying to get some fun guests coming up here.
Correct.
Hopefully, we've been talking to some people at Style,
Right.
some people at NBC, also at E. So let us know if you have any ideas of people that you'd like to see on the show. Don't forget that we are on iTunes. This is a brand new show for AfterBuzz this season, which
Yes.
is really exciting. And
Yay.
we're part of a huge fall lineup. I mean, if you have a show that you're obsessed with, chances
We have
are
a show.
there are co-hosts
Yeah.
at AfterBuzz that are as well. So check us out on iTunes. Make sure you rate us, give us 5 stars, please.
5.
Or, questions, comments, concerns. How can we make this show better for you? Because we love this show as
We
much as
do.
you
We
do,
do.
and we hope to show that to you every single week.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to predictions. I know news and gossip and predictions are always a little
Right.
hard because
We know so much.
we know so much, and Giuliana is such a public figure,
Right.
as is Bill. But predictions. So the last thing that we see is Giuliana is at her photo shoot for Health magazine, and she gets a call from Bill. He's hiking. He's saying that Delphine is having contractions that are, I believe, 7 minutes
7
apart.
minutes apart.
Yeah.
What are we going to see besides the obvious delivery of Baby Duke?
A lot of joy and happiness and tears next week.
Do you think they're going to show them, getting settled in the new place?
I don't know. That would be a good one. I'm not quite sure if they're going to move that fast.
Or Sarah and Lonnie doing the moving?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That'd be a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah,
Parallel
right.
to see what's going on while one, the
Right.
baby's being born, how they get in the house. That's
Or
good,
I wonder
yeah.
if Sarah ends up coming out to Colorado at all. I was surprised that she didn't come with Brenda and Lina, actually.
That is true.
Yeah, me too.
And to be totally honest with you, I think the call's a prank call.
What?
I do. I don't think that's when the baby was actually born.
Really?
Maybe, whatever. But in my own personal theory, I think that Bill is just playing a little prank on Giuliana to try to say, oh, you shouldn't have done this.
Really?
Yeah, that's my theory.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like there's just so much money and time and stuff spent on those photo shoots. That would be mean.
I mean, it could be, what is it, false
Well,
labor
but I
or
don't
something?
think she's gonna leave. I think it'll be the kind of thing where he'll be like, "Oh, contractions are 7 minutes apart." Really,
But she
really?
did
No, I'm
leave.
just kidding.
She did leave though.
Well, we know that Baby Duke is born, and we
Right.
know that she eventually does go with Bill to the hospital. But if contractions are 7 minutes apart, they wouldn't go back to the hotel, grab the stuff, and whatever. I think they would go straight to the hospital and meet there. And you see Giuliana and Bill at the hotel grabbing bags and all this
Right.
stuff.
This
Yeah.
will be
So I don't know. This is just my
interesting.
theory.
No, this is
Okay.
Just my
interesting.
little, Bill pulling on, pushing
Yeah.
Giuliana's buttons.
Interesting.
And
Not that she would
yeah.
leave or be unprofessional by any means if it wasn't actually real, but for some reason I feel like there's.
We'll be watching.
We'll be
Yeah,
watching.
we will see.
And we'll talk about it. All right, co-host, tell us where we can find you.
I'm at Sarah on the Go, Sarah with an H.
I am at TJ Path to Passion. Please tweet me.
Tweet me. And everyone, I am Giselle Ugarte. You can find me on Twitter at Giselle Ugarte. And make sure that you come back next week, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We
Yes.
will be here. It will be the day before Thanksgiving, so hopefully you'll be with your family. You
Yeah.
can tell your mom, tell your cousins,
Everybody get
Tune
together.
in.
Call in.
and watch us. Yeah, join
Yeah.
the conversation. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.